The Ghana Education Service rolled out an insurance policy last year. This did not go down well with teachers across the country. Why? We are here at the Ghana Education Service to find some answers on this episode of News Connect on City TV. My name is Kojo Ajman. Stay tuned. Director, first of all, let me ask, why the GES insurance policy for teachers, for public school teachers across the country?
Thank you very much. The policy came out as a result of some discussions that we had with government. We realized that as far as welfare issues are concerned, we have our individual staff packages, but that is not good enough. And then when we started with government, then we realized that government had also indicated somewhere along the line that for them it is teacher first. And the teacher first meant they needed to do something to encourage teachers, because the government's flagship program is education. And if you want to drive education, the people to drive education is the teachers and, of course, the entire staff of education, especially Ghana Education Service. We've had instances of people who have fallen ill and engaged in accidents and things like that, that they come to us, and it's very, very difficult for us to support them.
The policy is a comprehensive group life insurance policy covering death, accident, and illness. So should GES lose any member, we're saying that we have 18,000 Ghana cedis as compensation to pay to the family. And should any member of GES be involved in an accident, we pay up to 18,000. Yes.
For the 10 cedis, that is deducted every
Exactly.
month.
As director said, for 10 years, you would have contributed only 1,200. For 30 years, you would have contributed only 3,600, you see. And to be diagnosed for a critical illness, we're paying 9,000. Right upon diagnosis, we pay 9,000 to the member. And for the critical illnesses, we have about 21 different critical illnesses, from strokes to cancers to what have you.
The company is SIC Life, not SIC. SIC Life and SIC were a composite company, but about 12 years ago, SIC Life decoupled from SIC. Okay. So SIC Life is a standalone company, and government has almost 100% shares. So going back to look at why, looking at like 10 cities for government has almost 100% stake in the company. The company belongs to government. We pay dividend to government. So I believe the actuarial people in their calculation put all this into consideration. So it is like government doing business with government. So definitely we are looking at, how do I put it, not too much as looking at the profitability of it, but looking at how the benefits, how government will assist. And I know when the president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, came into power, he's been talking about how to, do things for teachers, how to make them look okay. So some of the things he mentioned was the insurance policy for. I don't think teachers are fighting against it. They were fighting against how it was implemented. So we had to stop for about a year to go around and do some sensitization. So if you listen carefully, it is not fighting against the policy, but it was fighting against the implementation plan. Yeah.
I believe now education has gone down well, and a lot of teachers have agreed to sign on to this policy. So if I'm a teacher, let's say somewhere at Tebubu Manting, what do I need to do to sign on to this policy?
No, you are already signed on.
It's automatic.
You are signed on, but we are saying if you upon all the sensitization that has gone on and you believe you still don't want it, just opt out of it.
No, hold on. Why should I be signed on to a policy automatically because I'm a teacher?
it is not signing on automatically.
Because
Your
you say-
employer, your employer who employed you said, I have a policy for you. Automatically you are on, because I've made some commitments for you. But if you believe you don't want it, don't stress yourself. Don't go through any stress. Just say, I don't want it. I want to opt out.
We know that at any given time, if I want to be insured, it's optional. So if GES is automatically insuring all its members, first of all, it's like you're forcing them onto a policy.
Not at all. I think GES assessed their welfare situation and they saw that it was woefully inadequate. And they believe that this insurance package is very beneficial to all. And most people would want to be signed on. So why don't the few people who don't want the policy rather opt out? You see, so I believe that's why it's been arranged like that. Yeah.
Director, let me come back to why the implementation was met with opposition when it was rolled out some years ago.
Well, not years ago, last year. We started last year. And one of the things that we need to accept is that of our numbers. Is that of our numbers. I mean, we are in virtually every village that you can think of in the country. And no matter how you do the sensitization and communication, you are likely to get one or two people who will still not hear and understand and then will not want to join or something like that. So as far as we were concerned, we had done enough, but our enough was not enough. And at any point in time that we have been, confronted with the fact that we've not done enough, we go back and then we get our things well done. So, and there is a history to some of these things. For example, when VAT was introduced in the country, you see how, you saw how it went. Initially, it was opposed, and the people who opposed, just as my friend said, in principle, they agreed that we should have this kind of this kind of tax, but it was the implementation that they had a challenge with. So, for us, we had done enough, but we've just realized that our enough is not well enough. And I think the other challenge that we also had was that when we didn't get all those who have been deducted instantly getting their monies back, or not being deducted, those who have exited. And that is the reason why we're giving this period to sort of mop up or clean up and make sure that now, even if it's 10 people, we know that these 10 people are ready to go.
The Ghana Education Service has explained that the SIC life insurance policy for public school teachers is optional. It is not compulsory. So at a point in time, if you're a teacher and you want to opt out, you can do so. That'll be all for this episode of News Connect on City TV. My name is Kojo Achman. Keep watching City TV.